Hey guys, I just wanted to take a quick video to give you a little progress, a little update on this project I've been working on, the axial ax10 monster truck. My last video I showed you some parts that I got, um, chassis and tires and wheels that I got in the mail. I kind of got some of that stuff on. Um, Another thing I don't know if I mentioned was I got these right here. These are 3 racing. They're kind of a lift slash lowering kit, and they're kind of nice. You can adjust the position of the shocks and either raise or lower the vehicle, change the angles, and so I thought those would be kind of cool. I saw them on one of the forums on another ax10 monster truck build, so I got some of those. They're pretty cheap. They're only like $9 for the set, and so I was able to change the position of these shocks, from a steep angle to something a little bit more scale, a little more upright. But what I didn't realize was I got the sway bar came with the truck. I'll get a little bit more close up here. I got this sway bar that's, I think it's for the SMT10. Like I say, it came with the chassis kit. And the way this is supposed to mount is underneath here on the battery tray, and but the way how wide it is, it wouldn't work because of the way the shocks are mounted. It's right in the way of the shocks. So it turns out that this sway bar will actually go right inside of these aluminum pieces from the 3 racing kit, the lowering kit, these little pieces, and it just works out just right. It fits right in there. It's just the right, this is just the right width. I had to actually grind just a tiny bit off of the edges of this plastic, and it's just right there. The only downfall from this is that the sway bar itself interferes with some of the space from the battery tray. But I was really pretty happy with how that worked out, because I see a lot of guys are trying to offset where these links are to bring this upper link in, and using spacers, and it just seemed like a headache to me to try to get this to work, sway bar to work way back here where it's supposed to. Plus it's going through plastic on this battery tray. Up here this seems much stronger, and I have adjustability here too. I can move it back, I can move these up or down. So anyways, if you're doing one of these builds, I really recommend these. These are really cool, and for the price, if they didn't work out for you, it would, bust the bank. So anyways, also I got some more parts that came in. I got brushless motor. This guy, it's a reedy 3300 kV. This is a 540. I got the 540 motor. It has the 1/8" shaft because I already use. Well, I already have a bunch of pinion gears for the ax10 and from other vehicles that have 1/8" shafts. So I did want to stick with the 1/8" shaft, and this is a 4-pole motor, so this should be pretty good motor, I'm hoping, anyways. And then also I got the reedy to match. This is let's see, the reedy. This is the SC800 BL. I believe this is a 80 amp speed control, and I was going to get a Castle, the SV3, the Sidewinder, but the only thing I like the motor that comes with that kit, but I didn't like the ESC is only good for 2S lipo, and the KB is a little higher on that setup too. It's 3800. I wanted something a little bit lower, and I want something that if I want to run 3S eventually, I can run 3S. So I found these 2 guys on eBay, and they were reasonably priced, and I got them both for right around $100. So that was my goal. And let's see. So another part I got here was an SMT10 differential. Got this from Dollar Hobbies. It's just an unlocked diff that I want to put on the front, because this kit that I bought, not kit, but the parts truck that I bought that came with the chassis and the axles are from a Wraith, and they're, you know, if you have a Wraith, you know the axles are both locked. And to me, for a monster truck with these big tires, the front end, I'm going to want that to be unlocked if I'm going to have any turning radius at all. So I could have just bought the, you know, the bevel gears from HPI or, you know, from Axial, from you know, from the Exoterra, but I think the gears were like 12 bucks, and I got this complete diff with the pinion for like 15. So to me, it was worth it. It was just an easy swap to swap them out, you know, and then I'd still have a spare diff, lock diff, if I wanted, you know, for this to throw it in later or for another project. So I got that, and then my final part here is the this is the esc-one sound kit. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. I want to run this on the truck. I just think it would add to the scale realism of it. And so there's a couple versions of this too. I have another one of these, and I think it's called the TT1. It came out of the Thunder Tiger, one of the Thunder Tiger kits, and it's a slightly different. So this one is actually, I bought this one on Amazon, the esc-one kit, and I didn't realize it was going to be different. It's actually a little bit smaller, and it has this little speaker port on the side. But I do like that it's smaller, and it turns out that this is like it's like a perfect fit in the battery tray. I mean, a perfect fit. The way this is set up and how it goes underneath the body post, I almost don't even need to attach it. Of course, I'm going to throw some Velcro or a zip tie or something around it, but I was just pretty amazed at how good the fit is with this thing. And I think it'll be cool. I have a couple of these in my other scale trail trucks, and I really like them. You know, they can be irritating at times, but at least they have a volume button here, not volume buttons, up or down volume. So if you get tired of it, you can turn it all the way off. You can turn the sound all the way down if you want to. So there is some adjustability there. And oh yeah, I did forget one thing. So I was talking last time about a body for this thing, and I ended up with this guy, 1972 Chevy long bed body from Proline. And so talking about wheelbase last time, this wheelbase I think is like 12.8. It's not the longest wheelbase body, but it actually works out pretty good on this truck. And I just went with just a straight black design on this. I kind of like how the black wheels and tires turned out, and I wanted to keep with just that blacked out theme. So I just painted it straight black, and I think I'm going to decal it with some Metal Militia decals or something like that. Let me see if I can turn this light off here and get a little bit better. See if that comes out any better on camera. Now the thing with this Proline body is that where you cut this thing out of the mold, the bottom part here comes down about another 3/4 of an inch. The body line does, and I've seen pictures of this body on other vehicles. It just always looked goofy to me, and because of that body line, you know, if you look at the front of the bumper here and then the back here, and then the middle part would come down about 3/4 of an inch more, and after you get it painted, it just looks really goofy. So I ended up cutting about 3/4 off of this lower body line, right out of the bag, and it turned out so much better. It looks so much more scale. And I did open up these wheel wells a bit for the monster truck to give it a little bit better look, and I think it turned out pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm hoping when I get this thing all finished, it'll look real nice. Anyway, so I have a few more parts still coming for this truck. What do I got coming? I have another sway bar for the front, 2.4 gigahertz radio, and a little 2S battery, and that should be it. I should be able to get it together and give you a quick video of this thing running. Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Okay, so another cool thing I forgot to mention that I got for the C10 body is this scale engine blower from RPM. I saw this, where did I see it? I saw it on YouTube. Another guy had one of these. I didn't even realize they made them. It's just like a little half blower. It's made of plastic. You just screw it together and it mounts from the bottom. See, it's got a little plastic plate. You just have to drill 2 holes in the body, and this one, because the C10 has this little ridge going down the hood, I had to notch it out a little bit. It's kind of a neat little scale detail, especially for a monster truck. If you want to, you can do a little painting, paint the blower belt black if you wanted to, or the flaps here on the inside of the intake for the blower.